Ladies and gentlemen, assalamu alaikum and welcome. Fight fans, are you ready? Let's get ready to rumble! Anthony Joshua and me, the Destroyer.
God bless you. Le di la instrucción en el camerino. Vamos a hacer la pelea y pegarle fuerte.
There is no outcome you could suggest that I would find implausible.
Here we go, round number one. But it's going to have to be here tonight to take his titles back from Ruiz. A dangerous man at close range. Joshua says, hey, I'm 6'6", 6'7". I need to engage at my benefit.
You know, both these fighters said during the buildup they want to control the center of the ring. That's where they want to call home. We'll see who can do it.
I mean, he is full 11 pounds lighter, and he was already in tremendous physical condition, but he needs to box.
Has shaved a lot of that weight off.
Right hand from Joshua, that landed.
Joshua said he was going to try to keep this fight.
Final minute of round number one, and Anthony Joshua, true to his word, is boxing, but it has to play itself out in the ring. Ruiz tries a right hand, and he eats a right hand from Joshua.
Oh,
and that's cut him as well.
And let's see if Joshua remains composed. He already cut Ruiz with the first right hand, but he has to stay disciplined.
He doesn't seem to be as aggressive here, and Joshua is able to control things at range in round three back in New York City.
Joshua boxing nicely, subtle foot feints. He has.
Yeah, Ruiz will make you pay if you lose that discipline, even for a second.
This in Ruiz's corner. Manny Robles told us, yes, the first half of the round, expect Joshua to look good, but can he?
He's always advancing, very game.
Was finding the range, and right now, Ruiz is finding the range.
And Joshua there with
that jab that we saw in the first fight.
This is much more of what you would think would be the amateur British
to it, because if you put power behind jabs and you miss, you fall off balance, and that's when you get trapped by Andy Ruiz's faster hands.
And that Joshua cut, just from the eyeball test here, looks like it's in a worse spot than Andy Ruiz's.
It's at range so far against the champion Andy Ruiz. Ruiz now gets him on the ropes.
I would love to see Joshua throw jabs to the torso of Ruiz, to the stomach.
Keep your hands up, okay? Don't look for nothing big. You're walking to the right hand.
Let's try to see exactly where that cut was. Oh, it's a hard jab from Ruiz. But that was over to the other side of his face, I believe. Round three, clash on the dunes. There's tension, there's drama, and there are tactics in the ring as well.
Joshua with the feint.
You see the stats right there from CompuBox. Joshua outlanding Ruiz 19-8. Can Anthony Joshua do this all night long? You can see that Ruiz is still a dangerous man. Square Garden, Ruiz is a dangerous man, even at this weight.
He's actually chasing Joshua down.
You know, one of the things as much as he can.
Ruiz tries the right hand to the body.
At bay. And the only way that the smaller, shorter Ruiz is going to close that is by double.
It's Marvin Hagler when they fought for the middleweight title back in the 80s. You want more space to dance and move if you're the boxer. First three rounds are a boxing clinic by the Brit.
And there you see Joshua just using that jab as
Saudi Arabia now welcomes in the biggest sporting event. Again, this is a legacy fight, mostly for Anthony Joshua, because he submitted it.
And he just concentrated on boxing, and that's why he's looking so nice right now. Boxing, moving around the ring, used by Anthony Joshua. And right now, Andy Ruiz, he's trying to close the distance with no jab.
For Ruiz, where he's very, very dangerous. Good jab by Ruiz.
Throw the jab, maintain the distance, but make it quick. Use the feint in order to cut the distance and then go for the jugular. Back to you.
Joshua landing with the hook, showing a good repertoire, but he's been patient. Again, it's difficult to be patient round after round. When are you going to start winning this fight? And then when he found the time was right, he put Kovalev away. Another good jab from Joshua. Floyd at once, take your time. Joshua starts to up the ante. He goes back to moving. Ruiz is always dangerous. Chopping right hand by Ruiz. And on the clinch, he keeps punching.
I love that by Andy Ruiz, punching in the clinch. Let the referee separate you.
And Sergio, that is a very dangerous right hand from Ruiz behind the ear of Anthony Joshua, given what we saw
of him getting hurt from the last fight, and those chopping right hands on the inside will do it.
Taking command, and Chris Mannix has given all 4 rounds so far to the challenger, Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, I thought Andy Ruiz struggling to find his range.
And you can see the blood already on Ruiz, but obviously the danger is there.
It takes a lot. And right now, it takes a lot for what Anthony Joshua's doing. He's boxing, staying disciplined. On the inside,
Can you just work on clinching and training, Sergio, and make it work?
Yes, you can do that. You have to do that against a fighter like me.
So far, he has. And so far, he has shown, and that is a beautiful jab again by Joshua. He looks at least.
It's that everything is above the neck. He's not targeting the body of Andy Ruiz.
Second half of the fight, because right now, Ruiz throws over the shot, over punches really well, especially with speed and timing.
Long, strong jab by Anthony Joshua. And when he feels the confidence, he'll wing a hook to be able to box like this the whole night. So far, Anthony Joshua has done so.
You would think that a jab can be devastating, but look at the face of Andy Ruiz.
But he has been kept at bay.
Still, if you contrast what we saw about a month ago, at Andy Ruiz is getting through.
Oh, and it's a hard jab, too. Kovalev was just popping out a light jab on Canelo.
Anthony Joshua's throwing.
Good hard hook by Ruiz. And all right, you can see him getting fired up, but maybe that's not the best idea. Can do that the rest of the night. The titles are his again.
I didn't think
that we never had time to train him as a classic amateur. Never had to, move and stick.
that I wasn't agreeing with Chris Mannix saying that they needed to change trainers. Robert McCracken knows his man.
Anthony Joshua seemingly winning every round, and a beautiful hook snaps the head of Andy Ruiz. But you wonder if Ruiz has the conditioning to get his feet in position to land something.
Andy Robles and Andy Ruiz's trainer, they need a plan B right now.
Well, what's plan B?
But that's not what they train for, Andy, with the faster punches. He doesn't look like the faster, stronger fighter, but he is.
Otherwise, Ruiz can keep throwing. Final